right, hello. Uh-oh. It'll be a balls episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like Lenny, yeah, it's one of them. Yeah, Smitty's mic's not on. It's one of those, it's like we're all coming out while we're like groundhogs looking at our shadow. It's finally warm in New York.
Basketball shorts.
We're finally wearing shorts. We're finally letting the dogs loose. And I don't know if you're like me. The first day I wear shorts, I'm not wearing pants again until November.
Oh, yeah, I've been on it for a few weeks now.
Yeah, you've been on
It's
it.
over.
You've been on it. But it's something about it. And this fucking stupid-ass country, like down south, you've been wearing shorts since February. And I wish I was down there. But, in Nashville and Kentucky, you've been wearing shorts since March. And here, it was 54 degrees 2 weeks ago. I hate the weather up here. I hate it up here. I hate the people up here. Hey, Rico.
What's up?
Did you see that, Ben Mintz? How you doing, Rico?
Doing all right.
What shirt is that?
It's like a Pac-Man Knicks crossover.
A Pac-Man Knicks crossover. I can't say I've ever seen that in my life.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good shirt.
A good shirt.
Or the old 7-Up guy. Was that the 7-Up? Was this the 7-Up guy?
Spot?
Yeah.
That's not Spot. I think that might be Spot. That doesn't look like Pac-Man.
Yeah, I think it's the 7-Up guy maybe.
No, it says high score. It's
How
obviously
does
a
that
video
not
game.
look like
Yeah,
Pac-Man?
I can't see.
It's definitely
wrinkled.
Pac-Man, but
It is Pac-Man. Well, why would you say 7-Up Spot?
because it does look like the 7-Up guy.
By the way, 7-Up Spot had a pretty good video game on the Sega Genesis back in the day.
Maybe that's a crossover, so legally the Knicks could do.
Correct. Yes. No, this is. He's not Pac-Man. He's just a dot.
Is what it is. I like it.
Remember those 90s, those 80s and 90s?
You a Pac-Man guy or Miss Pac-Man guy?
What's the fucking difference?
Exactly.
I mean,
That's what I was going to say.
yeah. I guess I probably coming around the age I did. I think Miss Pac-Man was probably the one that
It
was
was after.
Yeah, it was like Pac-Man's like in that 79, 80, 81 range, and Miss Pac-Man was in that 83, 84 range.
I was good at Galaga.
Galaga, that's what I say.
Isn't it Galaga?
You say Galaga? How you
Yeah.
say it?
I would assume it was Galaga.
Okay.
No, I've never heard it. I don't know that I've ever heard it actually pronounced. Do you know what it is?
That is a
You definitely know it.
I know the general concept. It's like the shooting, like
It's coming down. Aliens.
The
coming down.
spaceship, you're
Like-
shooting, yeah.
Wait, would you say Galuga?
Galaga. You said Galaga.
Galaga.
that is a Goomba way of.
All right. What about you, Ben? How you say it?
Galaga.
The video. You've played the video game.
I don't know that. I don't
You
the
know.
shoot
only-
it.
it's
You
the
shoot
only
the
video
spaceship.
you
You
played the
shoot
game.
it. You definitely know it.
I think it's one of the most ubiquitous games in a stand-up arcade or just even.
You remember how to get 2 ships?
Yeah. And I don't know how far I went, but I think I might have played for like 10 minutes straight. It's one of those, you put in a quarter, you play, your 3 men blow up, all right, walk off, I'm fine. But you do play it.
Yeah.
You play it every time. Yes. Yeah. Feels good. Oh, and it stops. Like, was there more?
Then you start shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
shoot.
start shoot. Oh, yeah, it's just the noise on the. Yeah,
I
okay.
used to play like the duck hunt a lot. You remember the duck hunt?
Yes.
Have you got the game right? Have you got the?
Well, it was
duck hunting,
duck hunting, but that I used
like
to.
the shooting.
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
shooting.
because
game.
Super
Duck
Mario
Hunt was a
Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, that was the one I knew.
Oh.
I used to be 3 years old playing duck hunt shooting. My parents used to ask me what I wanted to be when I grow up, and I used to say bank robber.
Did y'all do the thing where you took the little gun and you went right to the TV?
Oh, yeah.
Just cheated.
How do you not do that thing?
Shot him point blank.
Mm-hmm. Shoot the damn dog.
I had the and you couldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, I'd shoot that dog.
You could shoot it, but it wouldn't react. Everybody said, "Oh, one time I shot the dog and he ran off." Like, no, you didn't. You're lying.
The
You're
dog.
lying. I also had the Power Pad for my first Nintendo. Y'all remember the Power Pad?
Yes.
What did you do in your youth?
Had it at my
I
grandma-
played a ton of Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Had it at my
way
grandmother's
too much.
house.
All the Zelda, Link to the Past, the Zelda 1 and 2,
Yeah.
Mario
Used to
Kart,
cheat.
NBA Jam.
Used to cheat and high jump.
So what you would do
Jump and step off.
is sit on the couch or sit on the
Yeah.
bed and then jump back
and jump
on.
back on.
It would wear your ass out too.
Do you know that Olympic trials game is the most coveted and most expensive video game of all time?
It's stadium championships or
Something like that. So long story short, it was Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt and that. It was like 3 games
that's
in
what I
one.
had.
Then they sold that one by itself for like a week. They made like 20 copies. Nobody can find it. If you buy it now, it's worth $1 million. If you find it somewhere.
Yep.
Extremely
It is.
rare.
You know anything about video games, Smitty?
I used to.
Did you age out of it?
Yeah, too old.
I guess a lot of people have. I get home at night now. I don't know why we're talking video games, but it's making me feel comfortable.
Your legacy lives on with our sponsor.
Not at all.
Well, that's not a video game
I
sponsor.
know, but
Same
it's the
thing.
name.
The name game time. Okay, okay.
The name.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. I get home and every night I say, all right, it's tonight the night I started an MLB The Show franchise. It's tonight the night I just start playing 2 games a night, and I just never do.
Long though.
So long. Yeah, right. Remember, it needs to be about 30 minutes, and I know you can like put a setting where it says it's quick play. I don't like that. I want the whole game
Dude,
experience.
I started playing at the NCAA football when Big Cat did it too, which he jacked up the prices too. You couldn't find it. I had to go get 13. But the game's just so fucking long, and that's only a 12-game season. Like,
I think
you look and you're like, I played this for 3 hours. Like, what did I just do? You know what I mean? Like,
I think the chat won't mind this. I know they want me to get to gambling and sports, and I think they won't mind this question I ask here, though. What video game franchise, and I'm not asking which one's the best selling, I'm not asking which one you like the most, is the most true to its sport, is the most real? I think NBA 2K is way up there.
Straight sports.
I think straight sports. I think MLB The Show. You know, like Madden. You know, not so much. What do you guys think?
I think I agree. 2K.
I'm not a video. I don't know.
I got one. Either Gran Turismo or Tiger Woods golf.
Gran Turismo is like driving a car. Yeah. Gran Turismo just drives you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being in Walmart in like the 90s, and I didn't know what the game was, but I saw it and I had $40 in my pocket. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. I thought it was just a regular racing game. Then I get home and
Oh, you're slipping and sliding.
my
on
God,
little clutch.
but the electricity you feel the first time you ever play a Gran Turismo, and then you just watch the replay back.
Mm.
It's an incredible game. Yeah, it's very realistic.
People are saying FIFA. That's fair.
FIFA feels like it's gotten away from it a little bit.
Well, it's EA, of course.
Yeah, it's EA. I've never played Pro Evolution Soccer, but it wouldn't still be successful if it wasn't really, yeah.
That's the better one gameplay wise.
Yeah. So I think, FIFA's up there. I think it's either the show or NBA 2K.
You think NFL Blitz was realistic?
Maybe the way you played.
Tecmo.
You get mad.
Tecmo Super Bowl when you'd go diagonal up and down the field. That was.
Well, I mean, Madden's so messed up. Like, you know how in Tecmo Super Bowl you could take Bo Jackson, run like all the way back to your goal line, then run all the way to the goal line, run back. You can do that today, and like that's how the quote unquote pro Madden players kind of play now. And it's fucked up.
They just run until the speed takes over, and they just
they find little glitches in the game. I mean, the Madden champion last year had a punter under center because it was the quickest time to hand it off. Like John Madden rolling over in his grave.
I hate people that do that shit.
He wanted to make the game so realistic, like the X's and O's and everything, and now they just don't give a fuck. They haven't given a fuck in 15 years, even when Madden was alive.
Why should they? It's a license to print money every year.
Exactly, it's a monopoly.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe 2K. Maybe I tell you what.
They're the only one. Right?
Top spin tennis.
The only
games
one's
are
allowed.
good. I don't know if they're still top spin tennis games are good too.
Yeah, who wants to play tennis unless it's Mario?
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. If you ever get in a real good tennis video game, get in a groove.
Tiger Woods golf now, or was.
Yeah.
Realistic.
We got that fucking golden tee. I'm still saying, like, now it's a major champion. We should everybody gets 4 rounds.
I like how you changed Wii to, or you changed I to Wii because Rico is making plans to steal that golden tee. There's a golden tee over there that's not plugged up. You're making plans to steal the golden tee.
Do you know who got it for the office?
You?
Yeah. I mean, if it's not going to get used, it is heavy to carry.
I feel like if
honestly, I want it to be you. Like, I do think that you play play rounds, do a cut, have 30 people register, make a cut, and we fucking keep playing.
Almost like we did that 6 years
and Josh Kim, it wasn't top spin on Dreamcast. You're thinking
You're
thinking of Virtua Tennis.
All right, dude.
Virtua Tennis on Dreamcast.
I know.
The ins and outs of old videos.
All right, relax.
He's getting mad.
I'm not getting mad.
Taking shots.
I'm not getting
Taking
mad.
shots.
No, I said we did that 6 years ago on Game Time with the 4Play guys at Village Tavern downtown.
Oh, that's only 6 guys. Now you got like 50.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing before we move on from video games? Nintendo of America or Nintendo, whoever made the decision, fuck you. You go fuck yourself. The fact that you put out a Switch sports game, a nod to the Wii Sports game from 2005, one of the all-time great games, one of my favorite games, and you didn't put golf on the motherfucker. Golf is the best part of Wii Sports.
Bowling.
The fact that bowling's great too.
Was good too.
There were 3 great sports on there. I thought tennis was great. I thought bowling was great. I thought golf was great. But bowling is fun if you've got a crowd, if you've got a group. You can just play the golf by yourself and just have a good ass time. They put out Switch Sports and it does not have golf on it.
It's coming out as DLC.
That's bullshit.
It's to get people to.
That's bullshit.
It's to rebut
I have a
it.
question. You know how
Strategy.
Nintendo and Sega released those compact, like reissued Classics, right?
Yeah.
When is Nintendo 64 coming out with that?
Oh,
That's going to be the highest selling thing in
have
the
they
world.
done that yet?
No,
They don't
I have the
one.
Sega one. It's okay, and I still have my old cartridges.
Do you have a Switch yet? You
I
should
don't have a Switch.
You can it's not the same thing, but you can download the Nintendo 64 on there and have like 30 titles like that. It's
oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's they do that for Super Nintendo and Nintendo as well.
Interesting.
But 64 is out. I think Mario Kart 64 is on there. I don't know what else is on.
You
Switch
can
is
play-
little,
you-
though.
and
What
you
I'm
can-
saying is play
No,
on the
but you
E
play-
and
No, no, you
TV.
play it on
You hook it
TV.
up your TV
Oh,
and you can play
really?
with the GameCube controller, so it's
great.
kind of like the same as
Switch
the
is-
64.
All right.
Switch is very good.
Switch is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's a great system. It's like the perfect system for my family and my kids.
PSP was way ahead of its time. My brothers had a PSP. That thing was fucking sick.
I never got into
What was the Sega one?
Game Gear.
Game Gear, that's right.
Game Gear.
That was huge, though.
Yeah.
It was big.
PSP was good. It was like a cell phone.
What was amazing about back then was the Game Boy. The first Game Boy was shitty. It was awful. Like, but people
It
bought
worked, though.
millions of them.
Yeah.
And the Game Gear.
You didn't need the quality to be that good to fucking play Tetris for 8 hours.
And the Game Gear came out like a year later and blew it out of the fucking water, and nobody bought it.
Yeah.
And the Game Boy.
Did, right? Yeah.
Game Gear was in color.
Right,
It was
just
in
played-
color. It was sick, I remember.
Yeah, everybody just played that little ass yellow ass Game Boy and was happy, and it was weird.
Nobody
Great
had
games
a
on
Game
that,
Gear.
though. The Mario game,
Mario
Tetris,
Land,
Dr. Mario.
This
Kirby?
this was a fun conversation.
Did you play Atari when you were young? Did you ever?
I didn't want to go that far, but yeah,
No,
I
okay.
sure did. I sure did. I had my first system was an Atari, but my first real loving video
Pong.
games was
Play electric football growing up?
no, but I had the Sears. You know, okay, I don't know who can identify with this. Either get the JCPenney or the Sears Wish book in like October.
Yes.
I remember that.
Mail, and
remember that.
I would circle that fucking electric football game every.
Yeah, but it was so
year.
trash. How
I
did
don't
you
care. I
How
don't
did you
care.
even pass? You
Jesus
gotta, like, hit the
Christ,
guy?
Glenny.
Oh my god. Lenny Balls. Lenny Balls is just
Wild.
Didn't he just have one?
Wild.
He escorted them out before these ones came in.
Oh yeah, he had to get rid of
yeah.
one.
Guy's 10 timing.
Had to empty his.
It looks like a scene in Jersey Shore when they were like navigating the house.
That girl's like, all right, so what do we do now? The show's over. You leave. You got to get out of here.
Always firing at Carmen Electra on
What an
Twitter.
absurd scene.
I mean, this is a herd of them.
Wild.
Hey,
Hey,
they come to the shepherd.
Lenny Balls,
Did you guys have the Golden China here? Was that big here?
the Golden China.
Yep.
I don't know what
It
that
was
is.
a console, very, very big in our parts of the world.
Really?
That was my first ever one.
I
Then
wonder if that's like if it was named something else here. I don't. I mean, can I Google that or show me that on the screen? Show me that on the screen. The Golden China.
He said, do you have the golden China here? I thought that was an OnlyFans participant.
That's just a Nintendo, isn't it? Or isn't that the Famicom? The Japanese? No, I don't know what. I can't. The Golden China.
that was my first ever one. And then the Sega Mega Drive after that.
Can you go big on that picture? The one you were just on. No. Nope, you motherfucker. Nope, you piece of shit. You big fat
I
piece of
wasn't
shit.
on the controller.
Just not gonna. Okay. Not gonna. Okay. It's fine. It is what it is. Did you? Were you taking pictures?
I'll do one quick picture of Glenny because he's a king and he deserves some.
Let me see the picture.
They're very poor. They're not going
I want to see the picture. I want to see what you took.
They're very poor and they will not be
No,
making.
I
it
need to
social.
know. I need to know.
Golden China?
I feel like that was y'all's. Just I
Sick.
think that was either a knockoff or just what Nintendo sent you guys.
It's like a radio.
They're very poor.
I don't see Glenny Balls in this
Yeah, it's
picture.
like
No,
Camry.
they're not going to make it. trying to give Glenny some well-deserved respect, but
Do you want to go out there and take a picture?
sure.
No.
Trying to be like
I was kidding.
These pose.
Okay.
Don't scare him, Vince.
Smile.
Man, oh man, that was fun, chat. That was fun talking to you guys about baseball, extra innings, and WCW.
You were wearing the
games.
Griffey shirt yesterday.
I was.
I spent 3 years of my childhood playing that Griffey '93 Super
Oh, it was
Bowl
awesome.
game. Yeah, that was the
That
best.
was awesome. Speaking of, y'all like this retro shirt? Top
Yes.
baseball cards. Yeah, figured you would. All right, let's talk sports. Actually, after Ben Mintz tells you about our friends at Game Time, we're going to talk sports.
No better time to sign up for Game Time than right now with the NBA and NHL playoff games going on. Created by fans for fans, Game Time is a new ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. The purchase process just takes 2 taps and 10 seconds, and once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone. No printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text so you can get into the game seamlessly. Skip the hassle and enjoy the moment. They cracked the code on how to score deals on last-minute tickets, and Game Time is the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Download Game Time for last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Download the Game Time app. Go to the account tab and create a login and redeem code CENTRAL for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time, last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
Mints, do you want to go ask one of those girls if they want an after dinner mints? Do it. I'll give you $100.
All right, done.
Guy's saving up World Series of Poker.
I was kidding again.
But now you got.
Oh, you have to.
There is
100.
no.
100 now.
That's how it works, man.
Yeah.
Still
He's
actually,
looking. You might have lucked
don't have
out.
any
There's no
mints.
mints.
good luck. He's not getting it because I think Brandon actually. You're still down 150 to me.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. I'm throwing out too much money. How am I down 150 to you?
Yeah,
It was 50
Come on, Ben. Don't worry about it. Mints.
Scramble.
oh, he's scrambling. He needs that hundo.
Come on, Mints. Come on, man.
50 for something and 100 for something else.
Can I ask you a question? Are you more excited to ask the girl the question or just get my $100?
A combo of both, but the reaction of the girl's face was
Okay.
whatever was going to be the
Facial. Okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
That was going to be really what, because they were going to look at me like, who the hell is this guy and what is going
That's fine. Now you're able to buy me and Big T lunch later.
But I also was looking like at possible concerts I wanted to go to this summer, and 100, but that was going to free roll one of them, so that went through my head too.
He's bought him a night out in the town.
I didn't do it. I missed
idea.
I'll tell you one goddamn thing that ain't going to happen. I ain't funding any more Mincy tours. I'm not going to be the funds behind the
Wait,
Mincy
what concert could you go to in and out for $100 in and around New York?
I just wanted a ticket, like
Oh, okay.
yeah, just a ticket. Even that might not be enough.
That's like money management.
I got-
Oh, I used to do that.
That's smart.
Like pick up an extra shift at the bar. Be like, all right, that's a wedding gift in a couple. You know what I mean?
Poker mind right
Oh,
there.
Chat,
Free rolling.
you guys are kind of on one today. Mincy running around like Warren looking for his baseball. Shout out Marlo 10K for that one. Do you? Speaking of mints, TJ, did you get my text I just sent you? Ben, we got to talk about this.
what about it?
All right. So I mean, everybody wants to know: is this the beginning of another Mincy tour? What's
I'll just it's about two ideas for down the line that I think are really good that I wanted to go ahead and put in Dave's mind so he can think about them.
Listen to unsanctioned cracking aces. Mince goes into it more.
really?
Yes.
There's an unsanctioned. Oh, you guys are unsanctioned.
Oh, I mean,
now,
we're
too?
sanctioned. We're not sanctioned. I don't know what the deal is.
Y'all have y'all
Jesus Christ.
have y'all got the axe yet?
Well, no, nobody actually got the axe.
Well, I know, but you
You
lose. your
just had
producers yet?
stuff taken
We
away
didn't
from
have Owen already.
have
He was
anybody.
off fires for months, so
Yeah.
we just kept rolling because Nate's been doing it.
Yeah. Nate can produce. See if
Nate,
he'll do
Nate, Nate's
see if he'll do
doing
wrestling.
Nate does 95% of the show. We just show up.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. No, actually, credit to Nate.
Agreed.
My relationship with Nate's coming around pretty good. Coming around.
Nate,
There was hate there for a while.
I said this before. Nate is a decent dude when he's not going into Dave's office and trashing every one of his employees, which hasn't
But you
happened.
never know
in
when that'll
4
happen.
years.
Are we due? Is it like the
I don't think we're due. I think
the
he's
fault line?
I think he's over that. But occasionally, you see the dog come out.
You love the dog when the dog comes out.
I do now actually. Yeah, we had to neuter the dog, but now that he's grown his nuts back a little bit,
I don't think that's biologically possible.
You ever see starfish?
Can they grow their dick back?
Hey, you cut one off.
grow
And it
everything
grows back.
Oh, that's their leg. Okay, yeah.
Wait, you got to
Lizards can.
Lizards
do
grow
that, too.
tails back.
The textbooks never made their way that far down south.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rico Bosco has taken a 1-0 lead. 19 minutes in the show. 1-0 lead for Rico Bosco. Celtics had a minute last night where you're thinking, all right.
That was such a dominant first half.
It was, but here's the thing. I mean, the Heat, they're really fucking good.
Yep.
They're really fucking good. They're good from man 1 to man 8, and man 1 doesn't feel any more important on that team than man 8. Like they're really fucking good. I know Butler's great, but yeah, you're right.
I think one would have
Butler
something to
scored
say
40
about
last
that.
night.
We're getting to Butler, but it feels
Yeah.
like Butler values 8 as much as he values his own. You're right. Like it feels like he's like one of those guys that
He's a team guy.
he's a team superstar, and you don't see I guess we see it more these days than you've ever seen it. Like back in the '90s, guys like McGrady and Carter, they didn't feel like team superstars. They feel like individual superstars. AI's different. AI's different. AI was a individual superstar because he just had nobody else on the team.
Exactly.
But he also had a little bit of selfishness to him too. But he did a lot of things.
A little bit.
I'd
say a lot of it, but
I have a Jimmy Butler question. So if you were doing like we've all been bagged, Chris Paul's obviously been getting bagged on for his awful performances in the playoffs. Playoffs only. If there was an NBA draft, how high would Butler go? Because that's a dude you want on your team in playoff games.
Well, if
that makes sense.
I don't
top 5, top 3.
No, wait a second. We talking current or all time?
Hold on.
All time. It's Jordan.
Stop. Current right now. These playoffs. If we redrafted, I'd like to. Let's do this.
Age doesn't matter.
First of all, number one pick is Giannis. I think number one pick is Giannis. Does anybody have a problem with that?
No, I think
Luka might have a problem with that.
I think it's underrated the way he can just get to the basket and jam it down your throat.
Yeah, but Luka.
I think you're right. I think it goes Giannis, Luka.
I would. And this is no disrespect.
Hold on. Let me say one more thing. Not based on what you thought coming into the playoffs. What you've seen out of these guys in this playoffs. Go ahead.
I still take Luka number 1.
You take Luka over Giannis?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think that's crazy. I think I would take Giannis first.
And that's fine too.
I think it's splitting hairs. I don't see a problem with either one.
Who's 3?
If Luka gets past goal, if he pulls off making the finals,
Butler makes sense at 3. Tatum at 3.
Tatum. I mean, still got their Steph in there.
I mean, give me Curry.
I know his team lost too, but I feel like Jaws. And when he got hurt, it was over.
But no, they fought with that.
Jaws.
They're very good without Ja.
They are, but they went 0-2 in the playoff. Once he got,
they won by 50. They won by 50 that one game without him in Game 5.
I thought he played. That's when he got hurt.
It was he got hurt in Game 3 with the bone bruise, and then they barely lost Game 4, and then they beat the shit out of them in Game 5 in Memphis, and then they lost in Game 6. Remember Golden State white flagged that Game 5 in Memphis.
The chat, which by the way, chat, I'm enjoying you today. I might give you another trial run.
Transparency. I put the chat in. I've started putting chats in sub only mode because
so
I figured
we don't have the real cunts here.
I mean, it's free to sub. It takes 1 second, but it's the extra effort.
I don't think subs really matter. At least it didn't for wrestling. So
it's fair.
40,000 subs.
Fair
40,000 subs. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Don't cry for me. I've got 6 other shows. I'll be good.
If you could start putting lines on the wrestling matches, maybe. I mean, if it could generate money for the sports book, that's what I meant.
Generate money for the sports book, so Ben Mintz can go down to Jazz Fest and promote the sports book.
I just know now
circle.
fucking WrestleMania will be in New Orleans next year, and we won't see him for 2 weeks. I'll be like, can I go to WrestleMania? Well, Mintz is already down there. All right. Brandon doesn't watch NBA basketball. Can we do me a favor real quick?
Ooh, Brandon Ingram.
What's the favor?
Sneaky.
Can we pull up the NBA only standings for this show this year? I would like for that.
You're very good in that. I'm doing pretty well in baseball.
This motherfucker. See, we're having good vibes in the chat, and one guy wants to be a dick. One guy wants to be a dick.
6 out of 7 last best bets on Hot Ice.
Everybody else is great. Everybody else is fantastic.
6 out of 7.
No serial chillers. Marty is not banned from the building.
6 out of 7.
Marty is not banned from the building. All right. What else we got? So last night
the West.
we haven't really even talked about it. Yeah, 30 units. Look at that. 30 units. And,
only down 4.6.
44 games over 500.
Feels better than expected.
Making money.
Yeah, she shied away from it though. It's a small volume, but still, it's good. It's good. What? You all right?
No, she's doing pretty good.
Well, can we see the standings for the month right now, real quick?
What do we think about? We've said it a million times. Just designating departments. So you're the head of the NBA department. Just only bet NBA. And we start to put it all together, like where we're hot. Ev killed it in college football. Yeah. I know you're good at college, but
we tried to
I'm
do
just
that
saying,
with the Pick Central parlay that lasted for 6 days.
No, I'm just saying, if we designate departments, get good in it. And
Can we bring that back? Guy. Just drive Jack crazy?
We're going to. All right. I had an idea just now. because the Yak is a show that is great, and I'm lucky to be on it, and it just absolutely, every now and then I have to get wet, or I'm probably going to get a wedgie soon. It just ultimately, sometimes it just makes you miserable. I had to eat squid and tuna in a burger the other day. But since Westy hates us, and we aren't doing the $1,000 contest anymore, should we do, and not this month, start next month, should we at least have a punishment for dead last?
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. A lot.
I know I've been dead last the most, but I
like
agree.
that.
I deserve to be punished for all the. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I probably deserve to get wet and a lot of stuff.
Y'all want to workshop this? So what would it be?
Yeah.
I just my only thing is it can't be a tattoo. That's my only.
I don't do tattoos.
Exactly. That's my only rule that I just won't do.
You're a fascinating person.
What about branding?
Yeah.
Did you get branded?
I'm not. This isn't a fraternity, is it? I mean,
be.
Could be.
It is.
yeah, you're
Be
right.
part of the family.
Or you could be a part of the herd.
Viva.
Yeah, I don't. The Fastuli thing, I'm not willing to quite go that far.
Yeah, so we'll just do it. We'll do a punishment. We'll figure it out. We're not doing it this month, and we're halfway through the month. I don't know what's today, the 17th, the 18th. I literally have no.
18th.
So we'll figure it out, the punishment, and we'll go very soon.
I
mean,
think
can we do the last place has to like treat everybody to a badass meal somewhere?
I think it should
last,
be. I think it should be the decision from the first place person, and there should be like 3 options.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Coming together.
Now we're getting somewhere. So every month we'll put 3 on the table.
Mm-hmm. And they must be approved by a board, like big
us, we're
cat.
the board.
Well, no, but
Okay.
like a big cat, Jack Mac, Big T, like 3 people outside to make sure it's fair.
I don't suggest we put Big Cat on the board because he will take the suggestions and make it way worse.
Yeah, way worse.
So
Don't do that.
so
We don't need Yak 2.0.
I would love Yak 2.0 if this.
Remember they used to have Nickelodeon and Nick Jr.? We'd be leading into it. We'd be like Yak Jr.
They still have that.
Fucking- All right, man.
Well, no, I'm not. Just relax. I always thought when my kids were young and they were watching Nick Jr., at least when they get older, 6, 7, 8, and they start watching regular Nick, it won't insult my intelligence. It'll be better. I won't have to watch all this. It got worse. It gets worse. It gets much worse. The teen comedies that they have on there, the Thundermans and the fucking Game Gear, Game Busters or something. Oh, it's fucking awful. It will just make you want to kill yourself. Whatever.
Mention Nick. We could bring the Double Dare back with people getting slimed.
I think Dave has said he wants to buy American Gladiator or something and do it here.
That sounds safe.
I think you should buy Double Dare and like let's do Double Dare.
Bring back Mark Summers. He's kicking around still.
I hope so.
He almost got electrocuted on live TV. I watched once. He's holding the microphone. They pushed him. The kid pushed him in the water thing. He had to throw the fucking mic.
I don't think
he wasn't holding it. It was nuts.
I don't think anything ever made me madder watching TV than watching slow obstacle course players on Double Dare.
Not Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I guess I aged
Guts.
out right before that came out. I think I aged out right before that came out. Because Double Dare goes back to like mid '80s, so I would watch that. But when they would go the obstacle course and they just take their time, or the flag would be right there and they wouldn't pick it up, I'd get so
What a
mad.
gig and career by Mark Summers. Just Double Dare, and what would you do for?
Yeah, what would you
decade
do?
or two?
Unwrapped on the Food Network.
Wild and Crazy Kids had a good little run with Omar Gooding.
I forgot Mark Summers showed up on the fucking Food Network.
Oh yeah.
Did?
I forgot.
Sneaky career for this guy.
What's he doing on the Food Network?
He
Unwrapped.
Unwrapped.
It was like
I didn't know
house-made,
that.
but for food.
It was like house-made something food.
My girl's
He
on
has
the Food
headphones on,
Network
right?
too. Tiffany Amber Thiessen's on there as well.
All right, he said TJ said Tiffany Amber Thiessen's on there as well.
What?
Nothing. TJ, when you talk to us, are you talking to all of us or just me?
Yeah. And then I could actually talk to no one publicly. I can whisper to you guys,
Okay,
and then
all right.
they won't hear it
Yeah, that's
outwardly.
fine. All right. You okay, Zah? That wasn't even funny.
I love
all right.
that.
Doing all right.
You,
Doing okay.
you looking up golden China on eBay?
I'm stunned that you didn't have that here.
This just looks like a knockoff Nintendo.
A bunch of, the Asian community is massive here. So I was shocked that you don't have it.
I mean, Nintendo is Japanese.
Yeah. We had our own Nintendo, so there was no reason to bring.
I mean, we had that too.
You had a Nintendo too?
Yeah.
So it is different. What kind of games did you play on it? What was your favorite game on Golden China?
Golden China, there was a similar one to like Duck Hunter and all that,
So
but on the controller, no gun. It's a bunch of
I wouldn't want to shoot with a controller.
yeah. It's a bunch of bootleg games.
All right, so there it is. 3 punishments that we decide at the first of every month. Okay?
Got it.
We will have a punishment meeting. 3 punishments. They go on the board. And we will check with other people to make sure these punishments are okay and good. 3 punishments go on the board. At the end of the month, the loser has to do one of them as chosen by the winner. Agreed?
Well, the winner provides the final 3, and then the loser chooses one of the 3.
So we can never.
Well, how many punishments are on the board?
I don't think the loser gets to choose.
Oh,
How many punishments would you say let's put on the board? 10, 20?
No, I'd say 3. I'd say 3 is a good choice.
Well, okay. So you just think the winners are responsible for the punishments, not us.
Yeah. Okay.
Should be us.
But yeah, put it up and the winner chooses.
The winner chooses which one.
Yes.
I think that's the best way.
But the winner isn't involved with the decision-making process.
We don't know who the winner is yet, so he will be involved in the decision-making process.
All right. What about simplifying this?
I think it's fairly simple.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're. It's
that
just fucking throw curveballs.
Well, I mean, if I'm in the decision-making process, I know which one I'm going to choose.
Yeah. Fair.
I'd rather be surprised.
Gold in China is what arcade does in Asia. Come on, guys. Jeez Louise. We haven't even talked about the Celtics, really. They had a moment, and then the Heat come out, and Jimmy Butler scores 41. Does that third quarter, 39-14, where they just swamped them, does that suggest a tired Celtics team? Does that suggest a rested Heat team? Does that suggest just home court advantage? Does that suggest anything that you feel means the series is a heavy Heat lean?
Not really.
This isn't fair because it's also justified. But the Celtics already have their excuse. No Horford, no Smart. Like obviously,
it's a good excuse.
That's what I mean. It's justified, but like that's the excuse, and that's how the series is going to go if either of them miss considerable amount of time.
Well, listen, they were fine offensively without him, but this 118 points, the most they gave up in the entire playoffs. Marcus Smart is their best defensive player.
I mean,
he's defensive player of the year in the fucking league, right? So.
Once the Heat started figuring shit out, like I couldn't stop.
My suggestion is it shows how good of a coach Spoelstra is. We talk about that on here, but the halftime adjustments, and I think that's a big.
So the chat's weighing in with punishments, and the funniest one is from I didn't see it. D. Jonesy 30, no Mints tour for 3 months. You all right?
Mm.
I think he had a stroke.
Oh, or
Would have to not go on vacation for 3 months.
I mean, it's a vacation. I mean, I feel like we're doing pretty good in Louisiana, so I don't think it's been totally just vacation. But
Could you, let's see, say June 1st, so no Mincy tour for June, July, August. That would be the best time not to do it.
Summer's.
He's
already
lining up Vegas.
I mean, we got World Series of Poker Vegas, and hopefully Omaha.
No Mincy tour in the 3 months.
No Omaha, no Vegas. I mean, I feel like if it was like August, September, October, and I would just grind football up here.
That would be a
fine
good
with
punishment for you. Like you have to stay in the confines of Manhattan for a month.
Can't leave the states in New York and New Jersey.
Or Jersey since you live in Hoboken.
Right.
Yeah.
I better wait till if I lost in July. If I could as long as I don't lose in June and lose a 10K shot at the World Series main, my backers are putting up. If I lost that would be a foot.
Oh, no, so we've done bets throughout the year so many times. Like fucking Hank owes me about 5 tweets that aren't supposed to be like noticeable from him. Glenny Balls owes me the longest blog ever written in Barstool Sports, and nobody does them.
What? How many words was the longest? What's the current longest blog word count? Do you know?
It would have been like considerable.
That'd
be I don't know.
I mean, the
what
history
it was,
of
but
the blog,
was.
it's over 10 years old.
Yeah.
I know, but
It wouldn't be a complete thesis paper, but it would have
1,000
taken
words?
it would have taken them 2 hours.
Marge has written some really
more
long.
than that.
Marge does his long.
Definitely more than 2 hours.
Might be a KB blog. He used to write books.
Loser has to cancel one of their shows. Already been there, brother. Done it. 40,000 subscribers. Put out a video last week and it's at 125,000. It's more than some shows have ever done in their entire channel's history.
Yours would just be called Dave Portnoy on the spot, ask for wrestling back. You would like your punishments.
All right. Fuck. We have Warriors Mavs tonight. It's 5.5, unless it's changed in the last hour and a half. It's 5.5. I think it's around 214, 213.5, somewhere like that. I'm intrigued by the over, even though it's kind of moved down a little bit. I'm intrigued by the over. I don't know. I just I feel like these teams are coming out.
Overs last night sailed, and that shocked me. So
Yeah.
Started like dead. It was really slow, and then it just went.
Yeah,
They made that number.
We're hitting the third quarter, basically.
Made that number a little too
It
low.
was good a strong first half for the over.
What did they have it at? 204,
203.
3 it closed.
I think
Number
even
4
in the
and
NBA,
4.
you
They're
could
1 and 4 in defense.
Yeah, I think even in the NBA, you could play good defense, score 105, hold them to 98, and it puts it over, or 96 and puts it over. You know what I mean? Like, no, not yet. 107, 90, whatever. You get my point. 105, 103.
There you go. We got there.
All right, I'm just saying.
We got
That's still like good defense, but it's just the NBA. They just don't. They score. That's what they do. They play fast. They score.
Where's Marty today? I hadn't seen him.
They have Coin Boys at 3.
Coin Boys at 3?
Yep.
Love having everybody in the office. Love it. Wish we had everybody in the office more often. You'd think I hate most people here, and I do. But I do like the energy of having, like the Chicago guys in here yesterday were great. They were fantastic. Not to insult you, but they were
No,
great.
I think the energy has been phenomenal around the office this week, and this year this is the first time the office has been packed in a while. So I think it's been fun.
Carl called the blowout of the Heat too.
Did he? I mean, I think that was
I mean, Horford went out 2 hours before the game.
Is there any lingering
Yeah.
effects here of COVID protocols? I mean, because I know he was,
I assumed he'd be out for at least 2, maybe 3.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about the other guys.
He was smack dab in the middle of the
Right,
huddle,
that's what I'm saying.
the game. Like, I don't know how it works, especially in Florida.
Are y'all surprised COVID protocol? Well, no, because it is a kind of a theater thing.
Well, this would have been an NBA.
NBA would be the league that is most worried about it still.
JB's going to hold on to this thing for the next 8 years.
Who?
Read between the lines.
JB.
He's talking about Brandon.
Joey Mass.
Joe Biden.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
That was tough.
That was tough. You're right. Forgot all about it because because his presidency isn't legitimate, so I just forgot.
That's true.
Damn right.
All right, relax.
Good
Shift.
politics.
The best is I just don't vote. Couldn't care less.
all right,
Couldn't
so-
tell you.
We now have an
With a
ad.
gun to my head, you'd be like, whose policy is this? No idea.
And we have an ad for
Lean
2,000
into
Mules by from Rico Bosco.
Just lean into it.
When does the unnecessary reference with Compton drop? I don't know where Jack is. It should have already dropped. I'm kind of a little.
Where is Jack? He was supposed to do something with us today.
I don't know.
Did you watch the
a
NHL
wild
any last night? Did you see that the OT game?
I don't know what I watched last night. I think
Yeah, the look like the Blues. I actually watched it. I mean, hockey now, there's very few games, so you might as well enjoy it.
I was on in overtime.
Yeah, I know. The Blues
They scored like 3.
were right there. Blues were there. Took an early lead.
Goalie
came back.
Bennington, the goalie's
Yeah.
badass for them.
I mean, you look at the lines. The lines are so skewed. Blues go up 1-0, and then all of a sudden, Avs go from like minus 270 to minus 110. Good to hop on. Good to hop on in situations like that. I don't know what's wrong with the Panthers. Like, they looked.
I mean, Tampa Bay won the last 2 cups.
Yeah, but Panthers are
Like, I mean, to Brandon's point, they're the Bucks. It's just gonna be a tough out. I know dick about hockey. They're just a tough out.
tonight should be Hurricanes relatively easily.
Minus 175.
Yeah, everybody's
I saw.
saying-
And then probably
They were so good at home.
Flames.
They won all 4 at home against the Bruins.
Yeah.
But even laying that juice, like if you can get the same the parlay plus like Hurricanes over 2 goals and the win, get that juice down a little bit.
If I had unlimited money and time and resource, and just could do things that I found curious and exciting, like Ben Mintz, if I had that option, I would love to be in that building for Calgary and Edmonton tonight. It's going to be insanity. That whole series is going to be great.
I say that all the time. Yeah, if you're a millionaire, just hop to different.
That's what I mean.
games.
Marlins
Yeah.
man has the. I don't know
Yeah,
what he
just
does for a
go.
living, but
Right, just go.
That's exactly what I would do.
I think he was a very successful lawyer.
I would go to sports all over the place all the time. You would
Especially shit you have no interest in, like like, oh, this is gonna be, and it's a good game. You're just generally interested. Like,
But
yeah.
imagine just waking up and being like, "Fuck, I bet Wrigley's beautiful today."
Yep, it's the dream.
And just
It's
going.
1,000% the dream. Or figuring out how you could do like on a getaway day, like today and tomorrow, a day game and a night game in the same area.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just the dream. It's literally a dream.
yeah, that would be beautiful. Maybe go watch a Dodgers game in the afternoon. Go down the freeway and go watch Padres. That'd be nice. Phone just went off. What else we got?
Anybody got any PGA Championship picks for tomorrow?
I think Rico's got one. No, actually, I got one.
Oh, yeah.
I think he won last year. I like this Morikawa kid.
He won the one
2 years ago. Sorry,
Yeah, he won the one in California.
Oh, Mickelson won last year.
And he's not there.
Mickelson winning the fucking PGA is more random than Tiger winning the fucking Masters Cup. That was so wild when he won
He's
it.
50 years old.
Yeah.
Now he's just not in it anymore.
And he's not there, and everybody's talking about how weird it is that he's not there to celebrate. What and all.
But a lot of people are doing that. Like Jack Nicklaus is down with the Saudi Arabia money thing, where they're going to pay him $100 million to do what? I don't know.
Greg Norman.
Yeah. So I
You watch that 30 for 30?
which one about
Norman?
I did.
How was it?
It was good. Honestly, I didn't know much about it, obviously, before my time. He legitimately had some of the worst beats in golf history, like all of them.
1996
bit
Masters?
about it,
But
yeah.
he
This guy had like 3 different times people chipped in to beat him from like the fairway. Like
Larry Mize in '87.
Like disgusting beats.
He was
disgusting.
Greg Norman was so goddamn cool. He was so awesome. He wore the hats.
Yeah, that's the thing I remember. The
Still cool.
shark.
He
Yeah,
was
the
so fucking
Australian
cool.
accent.
He just never won, but he was so fucking cool. He was a fucking.
Who was he married to?
badass.
Was he married to a supermodel or something too?
I don't think he was, but he looked like Crocodile Dundee, and that was. The
Yeah.
thing
He's
back
still
then.
shredded.
Yeah.
He's like 80 years old, just shredded.
I
The,
fucking,
the 96 Masters, did he lose that to Payne Stewart?
no, 96 was Nick Faldo.
Who did he lose to?
No,
Payne?
that was the one he
Payne
just-
Stewart.
He didn't lose anything. No, Mickelson lost to Payne Stewart in the '99 U.S. Open
Yes.
on Father's Day, and Payne Stewart grabbed his face and said, "You're gonna be a dad." It was right before Mickelson. I remember it vividly.
right before Payne Stewart died.
It was like 3 or 4 months. It wasn't long.
Okay, then that's for some reason was Greg Norman in the hunt in that one?
He might have been.
Whatever, nobody
But
cares.
He was
But
more.
I was a young kid and I remember
He's more known for.
Norman being in it and Payne Stewart winning and then dying right after. I do remember that.
He's more known for Masters.
96 Masters.
He had a 6-shot lead going into the '96 Masters.
That's what it was. And then he.
And you might have had a 6-shot lead standing on 10.
He shot a 79 or something.
and he just
80.
Faldo just
collapsed.
like ate him alive.
And Faldo felt bad after it. He was like, I kind of wish Greg had won. It was one of them.
I mean, we're going down a rabbit hole, but I was upstate. The famous Nicholas when he won in '86.
I think it's Nicklaus.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it right.
When Nicholas wins that comeback on Sunday,
Yeah.
he shoots 64 or something like that.
30
800.
on the back nine.
Yeah, okay. The guy Saturday,
Yeah.
I don't know the name. He shot 63 to get him what?
Sevi Ballesteros.
Something like that. He shot 63 to get into it. He lost by 3.
Something like that. It's
Well,
Sevi Ballesteros.
Something like that in the sense that I don't remember it. So I'm
It's
just giving you the
not
credit.
something like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
The name is
All right, fair
Sevi
enough.
Ballesteros.
Those guys went on and off all day. He shot a 79 on the first day and 63.
If Minahan didn't
Crazy.
exist, I would love to just flex my golf knowledge every now and then. It's just random 80s and 90s golf, but he does exist, and he's the fucking best.
Golf's tough, yeah.
Not the best putter, but knowledge-wise.
You're going to participate in this tournament that I'm hearing rumblings of?
Yeah, he's still got his name on some place
Yeah.
down the shore. He
Shot
tells
a
about.
34 at Pirate Island in Avalon. What name was on the whiteboard all
Oh,
summer?
fucking relax, man. Could you go do it now?
Absolutely. At that course, I could probably do it blindfolded. Anywhere else,
that
I could
much?
compete. Oh yeah. Everyone has their home course. I took rigs to that home course, and I'm the worst golfer of all time.
Right.
Like legitimately big. I don't golf because I feel bad about like holding people up.
Either way you say golf.
Yeah, well, that too.
All right.
I took rigs to Pirate Island and Avalon and put a substantial amount of money sandbagging them and just absolutely waxed them.
Who wants to host this 2 minutes while I go pee? Ben, will you host this 2 minutes? What would you like to talk about while I go pee?
Let's keep the golf going for 2 minutes.
Sure. Y'all talk golf. PGAs this week.
PGAs this week. Looking at it, just looking at the Barstool Sports book.
Exercise that prostate.
With the it coming out, with it starting tomorrow morning early, I'm looking at the Barstool Sports book. Scotty Scheffler, 11-1 favorite, but I mean the dude won 4 tournaments in 2 months from mid-February to early April, so you can't mess with a heater.
A lot of people like Spieth. Spieth's playing really well.
Rahm 12-1. Rory had that crazy final round on Sunday at Augusta where he ended up getting second, coming from nothing, and now he's got momentum. He's 14-1. That feels like a little overvalued to me though. Justin Thomas 14, Cantlay 18, your boy Morikawa 18, Spieth 18 are the favorites.
I'm holding Morikawa at 20, so that's good for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Literally, I bet it the other night, so I'm holding him at 20.
Couple of not the sexiest props on the Barstool Sportsbook under exclusives. Tiger to make the cut, bumped up from -125 to -110, and the overall winner will be
Unders
under
Club, right?
Unders Club under -10, which I think is it barely went over last time.
Golf is, and especially the PGA, like golf is get in live. Watch it, see what you can do, like see who's hitting. You can get a guy. Morikawa was 50-1 going into Saturday when he won at Harding Park.
Jesus.
I swear to God. Like, you got to – now, don't get me wrong. You got to catch lightning in a bottle. But, like, some of these guys, you look like, oh, he's 4 shots back, or the leader's not playing well, and I think the course is going to line up for him in a late tee time. Like, there's a ton of live money to get involved in.
A lot of times people, randoms, will jump out front early and change the odds, but they'll never be able to sustain it. I'm looking at the weather report and just thinking that might matter because it's Tulsa, Oklahoma, and how much that factors into golf. And it's going to be hot. It's going to be 91 and 88 Thursday, Friday, and a little cooler on the weekend. Saturday's the only day it looks like it's going to have rain. I don't see a wind report just yet. Boy, those are some moves.
Oh, that was a Michael Madsen and Reservoir Dogs spin.
Is that a real movie?
Reservoir Dogs?
You sure you're getting the title right?
Reservoir Dogs.
You thinking of Heat?
Is this a bit?
You thinking of Usual Suspects?
Is this a bit?
Kaiser Soze, is that what you're thinking?
Reservoir Dogs. Michael Madsen.
He's seeing it.
All right, it's a bet. Brandon bets. Congrats.
I was in the bathroom. I was like, I hope he brings up Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, stuck in the middle with you.
All right, so I have a question. We have 10 minutes to kill, and I've been wanting to do this all week. I'm not asking you. I don't want to ask you who your favorite player of all time is in each sport. Who's your favorite player to watch ever? To watch play their sport. Who's the best player to watch play their sport? A lot of people for college football might say Reggie Bush. It was just a pleasing thing to watch. A lot of people might say Michael Vick. A lot of people would say for hockey Wayne Gretzky, which I think that probably would still check out. A lot of Philly fans are going to say Allen Iverson. They just love watching him. To me, I keep going. I love watching LeBron James play basketball. I love watching Larry Bird play basketball. Those are two guys that I just keep going back to their YouTube highlights a lot. I watched a 10-minute YouTube highlight of Isaiah Thomas the other day, and it was incredible. It was just so underrated. We forget about him.
I already know an answer to this, and Ev's he's gonna mess with me. But watching Patrick Mahomes play football is
Really?
that level. Just the way he does stuff like that hasn't been done. Steph Curry was like this with basketball too, where just the bombs and the crazy stuff you never saw people do before, and we'll see without Tyreek Hill if that still goes this year. But just watching some of the crazy stuff he does that I've never seen before, that's immediately the thought. And he's got a great voice too.
Fan of screen passes.
Kind of a big fan of just now aimlessly scrambling around and not doing much.
Dumping off.
I don't know what happened in that game. That was so crazy. I still don't get that second half.
I know everybody hates him, but there still was something about Brady, even till last year, and now again we're going to see it again, I'm sure, this year. Brady in a big game just feels like comfort. You know what I mean? I know you hate him.
No.
There's something about.
I do hate him, but I almost felt like Brady was too surgically good to be fun to watch. You know.
Okay. Yeah, I get what. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm missing.
That's why I went with Mahomes. That's why I went with Mahomes because the
outlandish
stuff.
That makes sense.
Was why I went with that.
Like Peyton Manning's the same way. Like he was a
Drew Brees. Drew Brees 100% was like that.
What about you, Smitty? Anybody to enter?
I was thinking must watch. Appointment TV for me was
that's a better way to put it.
Roy Halladay in 2010 because he was that dominant. But you're right, it was so surgical. I don't know if that classifies what you're talking about.
In his absolute prime, Michael Vick was must watch. If he was on, you had to watch.
Yeah, even when he was with the Eagles.
Yeah, he was. You had to watch him. And Reggie Bush, you had to, and it was different because he was on the West Coast. For me, you'd have to wake up on Sunday and see what he did, something like that.
Vince Young during that short period of time.
We do
that 1 year.
Yeah.
No, I think it was 2 years, but yeah, it was.
Yeah.
When he ran the Rose Bowl against Michigan.
I think the chat has the right answer. I mean, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is a guy that made golf eminently more watchable than any other human beings ever
Even
made
still, look at the Master. I mean, he's 40-something and hurt, and how much people still
Johnny Manziel's freshman year.
Yeah. No, that's a great one. Johnny
Lamar at Louisville was crazy too.
Jimmer, again, we talked about too.
Honestly,
Jimmer was unbelievable.
Curry, college and pro.
Yeah, I reiterate Steph.
Curry, I think for me,
I reiterate Steph.
I will say
we're almost numb to Curry now.
Yeah,
but disgusting as a shooter.
Steph when they got Durant.
If you put Durant, if you put Steph Curry in the 70s or 80s, he would be investigated as a witch.
Yeah,
he'd be like, how is he doing this?
The problem is the 87. The 3-point line didn't come till 87. Though.
Kevin Durant that year, I still will say is the most remarkable year I've ever watched at Texas. He was just born to. I still say it. He's the most natural scorer of all time. Literally, we'd have papers due in college. You'd be like, fuck it, he's on at 9 o'clock. We got to watch. I'll never forget that triple overtime game against Oklahoma State. If you have the YouTube clip, like, go watch it. It was fucking nuts. Kid from Oklahoma State threw it in over his head, falling out of bounds. Like, Kevin Durant was just born to score. He's still born to score. He's unbelievable.
I had two. I got two based on what you just said. A is not my big one. Jimmer.
Jimmer.
But I watched BYU play San Diego State. Why? Because Jimmer existed.
Yep.
But the one, the sneaky, and he's still in the league now, and he's not that, he's a bench player. But Blake Griffin had a minute.
Yeah.
2 years where you had, if he was playing, you had to watch. You had to, what the fuck's he going to do? And it even went back to Oklahoma. Like, he would do shit like, oh my God.
I got an outside the box one. Might be before our time.
Love it.
Tyson.
That's fantastic.
My dad literally just texted me that right now.
Mike Tyson, you had to, in the 80s.
Before my time.
People don't understand this. Michael Jordan was not always the most famous athlete in his time. In the late 80s, there were three athletes above all else: Mike Tyson, Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan. Bo Jackson got hurt. Michael Tyson got hurt. Did I say Michael Jackson at some point?
Probably.
Mike Tyson.
Tyson didn't get hurt.
Michael Jordan.
In fairness, Michael Jackson was popular in the 80s too.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, Tyson hurt himself with his decisions.
Yes.
Right.
My dad was where they would literally, you would have to go around because obviously it wasn't the same where you're just buying the pay-per-view at your house. Like,
oh, no.
You'd like set up like weeks in advance, like go with your boy, go like,
and
how they have like a steak dinner at this place, like watch like at a bar, like something.
You had
watch
to
the
make
fight.
sure you were sitting there 5 minutes before the fight started, because if that fight starts and you're not paying attention,
It might be over.
you miss the fight. It was.
Do you think that helped the legacy of Jordan? Like what you just said, Bo Jackson, bad injury. Mike Tyson, bad.
Oh, it helped him.
mental health. Like
he became. All of a sudden, he was the most famous athlete, and it wasn't even close.
Jordan helped himself.
Dude, without a doubt.
Wait.
Without a doubt. But when 2 and 3 in the race fall back on their own accord, you're that much further. Totally agree.
Not only them getting hurt, but when Bo Jackson literally got hurt in the 91 playoffs. Mike Tyson's thing, he got knocked out in February of 1990, and then he had the 91 trial. And then 91, right when they went down, he won his first title in June, and it's over.
Also, baseball strike in 94.
I mean, basketball's exploded.
Yeah.
Because like the language of fighting is just worldwide.
Who were the best quarterbacks?
Basketball
in the
wasn't
90s?
always worldwide like that.
Favre only won one. Marino wins none. I'm just thinking.
Elway won two, but it was the end. No, but it was at the end.
Elway was boring though. I mean,
it was at the end.
Yeah.
Montana and Young.
I'll tell you a guy, I don't know if you're old enough to
Young.
remember, Randall Cunningham had a minute where he
Yeah, that's a good one. If you played Tecmo Super Bowl with
had
him,
the most-
you really had a minute too.
maybe memorable Monday Night Football game of the 80s. Like, he had a Monday Night Football game where he was just doing shit that was crazy. All right.
Randy Moss needs
So
to be
new,
here
though.
too.
Last one. Too.
Randy
You
Moss.
never saw a quarterback like that.
What about Bumgarner when he's on the bump for a playoff game in the last couple of years?
Baseball pitchers just don't do it for me as far as watchability. Like, I respect them.
Okay.
But when I'm talking, that's me. That's me.
I grew up in a baseball house. Like, a guy dealing. Like, I got
It's
you.
not just like for me. It's just not just like you want the flash when you're talking like boxing.
100%. We're going appointment
That's a fair
television. Like,
Oh, that's fair. Because even in my mind, I had like honestly like a early 2000s like Pedro.
Yeah.
Was pretty crazy.
Dude, you know who had a 2-year run for the Mets too? That was a point that I just loved them. Was Johan. Johan was fucking great Met too. So it's like.
Oh, fuck. I'll mention one more before I get to picks. Barry Sanders.
Oh God, yeah. That stuff. I can't believe we did. That's unreal that it took that long to get him.
All right. Here we go. Picks. I think Marty's still leading, or I don't know who's leading. But I'm near the top. Last night, Mega making money 4-1. I was 2-1. Marty Mush 3-2. So Marty's
Hit parade.
not a bad night for the show there.
Another night for the hit parade.
So there we go. That's your 3 people in positive units. Mincy's
I am over 500, baby.
yeah, by a lot. And then Mega making money's, she's back to where she was before her hot run.
I gotta get back.
We will start with Rico Bosco. We'll go right to left today.
All right, sure. Reds, Guardians over 7.5. Padres plus 125. Marlins minus 1.5. Okay, TJ did get up. Pablo Lopez, K's over 5.5 plus money. I love that. And Flames, Oilers under 6. I think it's gonna be a little tight. That game means a lot. I could see some defense rising up. Knowing nothing about hockey, probably hits in the second period.
All right, Ben Mintz.
All right, I got the Rockies plus 132.
Sorry, Morikawa win PGA.
Okay, you got them 18-1. I'm going to release my PGA picks this afternoon. Rockies plus 132 as a home underdog is one of them. I went the over with Brandon mentioned in the 214.5 at Mavs Warriors, and then I was looking for a third pick, and I took Walker Buehler laying a run and a half at home against the bad Diamondbacks.
I believe in the Mavs Warriors over. I love it. That's why I'm betting the under. Last night I fucking loved that under so fucking much. Warriors money line. No, that wasn't right.
Check your text.
I'm sorry. Did I write Warriors money line? That's my fault. It's Warriors spread. It's Warriors spread. Minus 5.5. I think they win by 10, 15 points. And then I like the Battle of Alberta. Let's get fucking nuts. Let's pick the road team in the first one. Let's throw some shit against the wall and really have some chaos out there.
I am holding. What are we in the semis? I am holding Calgary and Rangers.
That's
to win
quarters.
The cup.
It's quarters.
Quarters.
Because the NHL started playoffs later, which is smart, I think, going against the NBA.
Conference semis.
It is.
Conference
We were in the
conference
quarter.
semis.
Yeah, conference.
Conference semis, but
Yeah.
quarters overall.
Yeah, whatever.
Quarters overall.
I do have two
there are 8
teams still alive.
left,
so-
and
There are 8 left. That's what I meant, Rico.
Yeah.
You just repeated what I said.
I'm always a little slow.
Go Flames, go Rangers.
It's okay.
I feel like all these jokes, I laugh like a split second behind everyone.
Ev.
Everybody done their picks?
The King's coming down to your level.
Go.
I'm on the Warriors as well. I got the Warriors -5 this morning. I'm on the Yankees run line. I got the Braves money line as dogs that starts soon, and the Guardians money line against the Reds.
All right, give me that giant card, Smitty.
Smitty the K's, Corbin Burns over K, Sonny Gray over K, Zach Davis under K's, Colorado and San Fran. They're just hitting lights out over, and I really like this parlay, Hurricanes, Flames, Tampa Bay, which starts now.
All right.
Really like that parlay.
Tampa Bay, wait, you mean the Rays in the parlay?
No.
Yeah, I meant the Rays.
Yeah, because the Lightning played last night. That's why.
I meant the Rays. I meant the Rays.
yeah.
TBR, not TBR.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All good. TBR.
TBR.
So that should be like around plus 250.
That's a good play out. It's a good play. It's a good parlay.
Should be 250 with the Rays.
Is the music playing?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is? Okay, good. I don't know why I didn't put my headphones back on. Thank you, Zah, for playing the music. You're the best. TJ, you're also back there. Bang, TJ. Thank you, boys. Good energy today. We'll be back tomorrow, and the Yak is up next. That's Pick Central.
Couple good.